guys. Okay, so this is going to be a reading on your relationship. So this is going to be a relationship spread. We're going to take a look at your energy, theirs, the relationship itself. We're going to get advice and then also see what the likely outcome is. This is going to be all in a 5-card spread. Then we'll layer it with some clarifiers. Of course, we'll get advice. We're going to use the Ocean Dream Oracle for advice. And anything else that I feel drawn to or I feel like I need to pull, we'll do that. So we have 3 piles to choose from. The first pile here, this is the Vegabond Wild Tarot. Pile 2 is the Moon and Stars Tarot. And then pile 3 is the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. So there'll be a little bit of a meditation after the intro. If you want to take a deep breath, focus on which pile you feel most drawn to. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, it could be that maybe you're on your perspectives in one pile, your person's is in another, something to that nature. So timestamps for everything will be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1, so if you chose the Wild Vegabond Tarot, or actually I think it's called the Vegabond Wild Tarot, this will be your reading. Okay, so we're just going to get right into the spread, and we're going to layer with some oracles, and then we'll get anything else that I need or feel like I need to get, maybe some message cards perhaps, and then we'll get some of the overall advice. We're going to use the Ocean Dream Oracles for that, which it's been a little bit since I've used that deck, so excited about it. Okay. So pile 1, be thinking about the person that's on your mind. I just saw the Sun there and the Hanged Woman. So Leo, Pisces energy. I just said be thinking about the person that's on your mind. 2 of Pentacles. Maybe trying to decide about this person. You know, you may be just looking for some clarity, trying to decide about this person. Maybe perhaps seeing something in a different perspective, or maybe you're needing to see it in a different perspective. You may have been waiting on this person, or you've just been waiting to decide something. Whether or not you should communicate or move forward, or you want to be logical about things here. You don't want to take a risk if it's not something that's going to play out. Or there's the Sun again. Okay. All right. So pile 1. Let's start here with a card for you. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You, them, or the relationship, advice, and then the likely outcome. And then we'll layer that. So what is your current energy with this person? What is your current energy here with this person in this relationship? Your current energy. The 3 of Pentacles. So you could be trying to decide on something, wanting to work something out, wanting some sort of commitment here, or you are in a commitment here with this person. How is your person's energy at this time? The Tower. Wow. Either this person is having some sort of tower moment, they're having some sort of chaos that's going on here when it comes to this relationship that don't feel sturdy. There's a lot of possibly fears, anxieties, worries. This person could be worried about this relationship being somewhat destructive, or that it could be destroyed or destroyed other things. So we'll get more into that. They may be looking at this relationship like there has been a tower moment. You could be looking at this relationship like you could work some things out. You want to try to work some things out. That's Scorpio energy there with the Tower. Let's see what the relationship is itself. The 8 of Pentacles. So the relationship itself is something that I feel like is progressing, or trying to progress, or trying to move forward. I feel like that the 2 of you are looking at looking at how things are going to work. You know, you're wanting some kind of clarity about the future, perhaps. Tell me about, give me some more on the Three of Pentacles. We're just going to go into the clarifiers here. The Three of Cups. For some of you, this could be a friendship, or there could be an outside party that's an influence here. You could be looking at this relationship like a situationship or a friendship, or just wanting perhaps more from this relationship. Tell me more about the Tower, please. How your person's feeling, the Tower. The Five of Swords. I feel like that you are in a much calmer place about this than your person is. I do feel like that there's this feeling that you want more out of this, or you want some kind of commitment here. Or you want to continue this or work with this, but your person's very conflicted. There could be some sort of betrayal around this, or perhaps they're the ones that could be in a third-party situation here with them having the Five of Swords and the Tower. They're conflicted here, I feel like, about how to move forward. So let's see what the underlining energy of the relationship is with the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Three of Wands. Trying to figure out, waiting to see how things progress, trying to figure out how to move forward, how to move this forward, how this is going to work. Tell me, what are your concerns here? Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, whether or not it's going to be successful, you're going to get the recognition that you're looking for. You're in a period, I feel like, of kind of just waiting to see. I think that you have some high hopes here, but I also think that you're worried about the success of this relationship, if this is going to be successful or not. You are recognizing the fact if this is just a friendship, or this is just getting off the ground, or there's a third party here, it's like you're recognizing the fact that that's what this is. It's like you're trying to acknowledge that this is a possible friendship that's moving itself into a different direction. You could actually work with this person for some of you. You could just be working with this person for some of you, and this is it's like you're wanting more out of it, though. Wherever you stand in this relationship, I feel like y'all want more out of it. And you want some recognition. I think that you see it, or you feel like it could be successful. It's like you recognize the value here in this as well. You're just wanting things to move forward or go good. But you're being practical. You know, you're being practical. It's funny too, because you have the Pentacles, the Cups, and the Wands. It's like you're trying to stay in a balanced place with how much time or energy you give to this connection as well. So what's your person's underlining energy here with that Five of Swords? Wow. Guys, I feel like there's a third party here, or there's a betrayal of some sort. You have a Seven of Swords in the reverse. This person's trying to, what is the Seven of Swords? I want to see that. Seven of Swords is about when you try to keep everything to yourself, or try to keep everything. I mean, it's kind of a deceptive energy. It can be. It could be with the Five of Swords here. This person may be trying to avoid a disaster, avoid conflict in some way. But I think that this person here, I think that they want to come clean. But they're conflicted of whether or not to do that because of that Tower. Because it could create chaos. Tell me about that Seven of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Wands. They want to communicate here. There's someone here that wants to communicate, wants to progress, or wants to be honest. They want to be honest about how they feel conflicted here. But I think that they're afraid of it ruining things or causing... They want to be honest with you about how they feel conflicted about this relationship, because it may cause some sort of tower moment or disaster here. What do you want from this connection? What do you want from this connection? What do you want from this connection? The Fool in reverse. See, you're trying to be smart here. You're not trying to... It's not like you're rushing into things here, right? You're trying to be smart. You want an opportunity. You want to explore things. For some of you, you may feel like this could be a foolish thing to do, or it could put you into a place where you could get hurt. That's Aries energy. So that's why you're trying to be balanced, in a balanced place with your expectations of things. What does your person want? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. This person, I feel like, wants to offer you something, but they're hesitating. They're procrastinating. Why is that? Why are they waiting? The Universe. They could be waiting for an ending elsewhere. This is the World. They could be waiting to close a cycle out elsewhere. That could mean many different things for you guys. That could be somewhere in their life. It could be a third-party situation. It could be that this person is waiting to, waiting to offer you something, or waiting to express themselves here about their concerns or what they're conflicted about, until they feel more stable, or they feel like they're in a position where they're ready for something like that. This person, I feel like, is also in a place where they're trying to maintain the current energy. It's funny because you have the Fool, so you're ready, right? You have that energy of where you're ready to take that new beginning. It's the first card in the Major Arcana. Your person has the last card in the Major Arcana. So for some of you, that this could be someone that... Not for everybody, but for some of you, this could be someone that owes you an apology. And I hate to say that, owes you something, like, it's not really so much so that this person, it's like they feel like they want to offer you some sort of closure, perhaps. If this is someone that you're in a, you've been dealing with here. What's this Three of Wands, the underlining energy of the relationship? The Knight of Pentacles. It's moving, progressing slowly. Some of you may feel as if this person has created some sort of distance here, or there is distance here. They've created some sort of... there's this, both of you have this want or need or determination to expand or move this forward in some way. But it's such a slow, progressive moving energy, and I think it's because the two of you may be both determined to do things in the right way. For your person, I feel like that's closing out some things on their part, and for your energy, I feel like it's you not placing high expectation or being a fool of any sort, jumping into something here, maintaining a sense of balance within yourself. Okay. Anything else that I missed that we need to know about pile 1's energy? Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. So there's that balance that you're trying to maintain. You may have also, for some of you, you may have other options. You may need to look at your options here. You may have other options at this time. Can you clarify that? The Eight of Cups in reverse. You may be trying to decide if maybe you can, or if you should go back to someone else, or go back to a situation, or if it's like you're trying maybe to decide if you're healed enough for something like this, or if you're repeating a cycle perhaps. It's like you're trying to figure out if you're emotionally stable already, or if you can move forward with something like this. Maybe perhaps if you should stay detached emotionally, or if you are starting to get an emotional attachment here. It's like you're trying to figure this out mentally. But I think for some of you, you're just looking at your options of whether or not you should walk away from this, if this is something that is right for you. Anything that we missed about your person's energy towards the connection? The Queen of Cups. Cancer energy. Can I have a clarifier for that, please? The Page of Cups in reverse. I think that this person they're holding back. See the pages being in reverse? This person's holding back, sending a message, expressing themselves. They could also be holding back how they feel, their emotions here, until they close some cycles out. This could also be a third-party energy for some of you, if that's your situation. Someone that they care about, someone that they, have feelings for, that they're procrastinating. I feel like for most of you, this is your energy, though. Give me one more for this. Will you show me this? What does this have to do with pile 1's person? Oh, Three of Swords in reverse. This can be someone that's trying to avoid heartbreak. They could be trying to avoid hurting someone here as well. Or this could just be you. They're trying to avoid hurting you. This is someone that doesn't want to hurt you. This person cares about you. How do they see you? How does pile 1's person see you? The Moon. Pisces energy. Cancer here as well. They see you as somewhat of a mystery. Why is that? The Five of Wands in reverse. They don't know, this person doesn't know if there's a lot of confusion and a lot of conflict here. All these cards that you see, the Tower especially, it just goes in more into deep. Think about that tower, coming down, and you only see so much on the outside, but think about how the chaos that's going on internally in that tower. This is what you see here with your person. And it has to do with endings and cycles and closing things out. It has to do with not wanting to be deceptive, but also being conflicted. Maybe perhaps that you're getting away with something, or that they're getting away with something here. they're trying to get away without getting hurt or hurting anyone is what they're doing. And they're procrastinating. They're putting something off here, perhaps with someone else, but it could just be how they feel about you, because they don't want to hurt someone, or they don't want to hurt you either. They see you as somewhat of a mystery. I think they're a little bit of afraid here as well of the conflict around you, or who is around you. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. My gosh. I mean, all these are cards of worry and fear. This is something that's very overwhelming for this person. This relationship is very overwhelming for this person. They're afraid of who else is around you. They're afraid that you are someone that can just, like, you can easily kind of just move away from them, detach from them. I feel like this person feels like they're a higher risk, obviously, than you are. How do you see this person? Because they're seeing you as someone that may be a little worry-free, and you may not be that way at all, but for some reason I feel like this person may be kind of perceiving you in that way. Give me one more. No, actually, I'm going to get a different deck for that. Okay, so how are you seeing this person? How are you seeing this person here? The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Well, I think that you're worried about investing in something that's not going to play out, or wasting your time. I mean, that's the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're worried about wasting your time. You're worried about wasting your time with this person. Clarify Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. You're worried about you're afraid that this person is going to be a quick thing, or it's just going to be something that's like this person's just real in and out. They could be someone that's hot and cold with you. You're afraid this person is somewhat of a player. This is why you're trying to stay in this balanced place. This is why you're not taking any kind of crazy risk or putting yourself out there in any kind of crazy way. And this is why you're trying to figure out if you are, or you should be, keeping your emotions out of the situation. You know what I mean? You're trying to maintain in your person's, I mean, in all honesty, I feel like they're kind of more freaking out. They have a lot of weight on them. Even their cards are darker. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's get into the relationship. Knight of Pentacles. What is it about this relationship that you don't see? With that, what is it about the relationship that you aren't seeing? Page of Swords. Pay attention. This is a lesson here. I feel like for some of you, you're learning something at this time. You could be learning how to take things slow. You could be learning. Pay attention to the communication here between the two of you. What you may not be seeing here is this person is being honest, or you're both being honest. There may be a little bit of a mask here in a way, but I feel like, I don't feel like you're just completely being completely vulnerable, but I feel like there is honesty here between the two of you. Give me a clarifier for the Page of Swords about their relationship. What are they not seeing? Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like what you're not seeing here is that the truth that this is not something that's stable. I mean, in reality, sorry about my dogs. It's morning. The neighbor's dogs, they just woke up. And they have to have a conversation in the morning. I mean, I don't know what they're saying to each other, but I mean, they sure are happy to see each other. My dog just goes back and forth, back and forth. This may be like that with the two of you with communication. You may do a lot of communicating about an opportunity to have something or ground something here together, but you're not, it's not taking place. The truth is, it's all talk. There's no roots to it, you know? And you have 10 pentacles here if you add these up with the 8, the knight, and the ace. The 10 of pentacles, I mean, I feel like there could be a lot of potential here with the 10 of pentacles. You're trying to figure out what the two of you can have. You know, I feel like that's a big part of it. You're looking for that solid foundation to the relationship, but you're not. The truth is neither one of you are really offering that. Okay, so let's go into advice. Actually, I'm going to get one more. Yeah, bottled up. I feel like the two of you are doing that. I think that you're both holding back. The way you really feel, like your real concerns and thoughts. Can I have an overall card for pile 1's energy towards the connection? A long list. Yeah, unrealistic high standards is on that card, and that's something I said. You're trying not to have unrealistic expectations. This also says never satisfied and hard to please and high maintenance. So it's like I feel like you're trying to stay away from that energy, right? Like you're trying to stay away from that. You may be also looking at your worth, you know, if this fits with who you are. Yeah, fanned out. Available, no limits or restrictions. Willingness to be vulnerable. It's like for some of you, it's like you're studying this person, this situation, trying to figure out if this is something that you should be available for, or that you could be vulnerable with. You know, you're trying to figure out if you should, what boundaries you should set here with this person. Okay. So let's see what your person's energy is overall with the oracles. What is your person's energy overall? What is their overall energy here for the connection? Pile 1's person spirit, what's their overall energy? Oh, that came out quick. Miracles. I feel your person's like, it's going to be a miracle if all this happens. If I can get all these fireflies into this jar here. I feel like your person feels like it'll be a miracle if they come out of this, or you come out of this, or this situation goes well. Like, because there's a lot of stuff going on with your person mentally. I feel like they're trying to gloss over it, but it's there. We have miracles are unfolding, blessings are surrounding you, and luck is on your side. See, the thing is that your person, you know, like a firefly, you can keep them. I mean, your person wants to keep you in a jar, you know, in a way, and it's like they're not ready to set you free. But, you know, if you keep a firefly in a jar for too long, it can die. So it's almost like this person feels like if they keep you stuck, or if this thing doesn't progress, or they don't move forward in any kind of way, you know, it can cause destruction here. But if they open the jar up, they could lose a lot. They could lose all the fireflies. They could lose the light, you know? What else? Okay. On the floor in the moon. No shocker there. Fears, insecurities, things are not as they seem. There's information yet to be revealed. Yeah, they're not expressing all this to you. They're not expressing how they feel, because if they do that, Tower, right, can really cause the Tower, and they don't want to cause the Tower. They don't want things to end. Pisces and Cancer energy again. Okay, so give me a card here for the relationship itself, please. Miss Winter. Stuck. Three of Wands energy. Stuck. Stagnant. Delays and setbacks. This is what's going on here. This is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse as well. You know, that Knight of Pentacles. Things moving so slowly. Waiting and waiting. It's like things are just stuck right now. Give me a clarifier. Give me another card for that, Miss Winter. 2 hearts. So when it comes to this relationship going forward, going anywhere, an equal effort between the two of you, or, you know, the two of you having feelings here for one another, it's stagnant. It's stuck. Like you can't, this is like something that you can't, it's not moving anywhere. It's not going anywhere. You're wanting it to. The Eight of Pentacles is about working and progressing on something. But it's just at a standstill. You know, that Page of Wands can represent someone that has made a certain promise here, but yet it's not happening. You know, it's not happening. Anything else about the relationship? The feelings are mutual here. The both of you feel the same way. Okay, anything else about the relationship here? You have heart of betrayal and creeping doubt. Unfaithful love triangle and betray of trust. And then creeping doubt here, hesitation, skepticism, pessimism. Because for some of you, there may be some sort of betrayal here around this relationship in some way, shape, or form. Or because there's this stuck energy here, like you're not being open or expressive really about how the two of you are feeling about things. It's like trying to stay surface level or trying to not get too deep here because you're both trying to protect yourselves in some way. And because of this energy being a part of your relationship, it's causing this creeping doubt to come in. It's causing this hesitation, this stuck energy, because I feel like you don't know how the other person feels fully, and neither one of you are wanting to be the one to kind of be vulnerable and put yourself out there, because you both have your concerns about that, and they're different from one another. Okay, so let's see if we can get some advice, and then we'll look at the likely outcome, okay? Now, where the energy is that you sit right now at a standstill, the advice is going to be really important when it comes to the likely outcome, okay? Because it can shift things. So let's see what that is, what the Tarot's advice here is for you on the situation. What is Tarot's advice here for pile 1 on this relationship? What is their advice? Star in reverse. Aquarius energy. Give me some clarifiers for that, please. What's their advice with the Star in reverse? The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, I think this has to do with taking action or communicating or being honest with yourself even. Yeah. You need to stop overthinking what it is that you're offering or giving to this connection. holding back, trying to be in a balanced place, trying to make things even here, even things out. You had 2 3s, a 6. Here's a 6 again. I feel like that this advice is saying, if you're having doubts here with the Star in reverse about whether or not you should move forward with this, you should take action, or they're going to ever take some kind of action here with you, then I think that they're saying that's something that you need to communicate. Give me some more here for advice. That Knight of Swords, give me some more here for advice. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, if you are not, if you're not, be honest. I mean, they're just saying be honest with yourself here. If you're not happy or satisfied with what it is that's transpiring here between the two of you, if you feel too as if that this is something that's not valuing your worth, you start here with the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like the commitment here in the relationship is important to you. Otherwise, that 3 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups wouldn't be there. It could be that you're trying to stay committed to, the friendship that's here, or that part of it. But it just goes a lot deeper. You want more. I don't think that you're being fully honest with yourself about that. And I think that what they're saying here is that it can really, again, this Star in reverse can put you in a very pessimistic kind of energy if there's a lack of action that's here, and being honest with yourself about that, like something not happening, it being stagnant, not moving forward here. I mean, they're saying to be realistic too as well, to not have any kind of unrealistic expectations, and I don't think that you necessarily are. Especially if this person I'm sorry, I have to say this. If this person is already with someone, because that's here for some of you, not everybody's story, okay? I get a kick out of the comments sometimes. They're like, well, it's like this, but it's not this, this, and this. And I'm like, everybody's situation's different. These are general readings, right? So if you don't have a third party, then this is not your part of your story. But if you do, if there is somebody that's there, it's saying don't put a lot of high expectations on this person's actions here towards you if, they're not even single to begin with. I mean, that sounds a little harsh, but it's kind of, it's just, especially if you've gotten yourself into a third party situation, like you were aware and you knew about it. Do you know what I mean? Give me something else for that 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like for most of you, though, this has to do with your own value here and what you are and aren't available for. 9 of Pentacles. And being honest with yourself about if this is it. Look at this. Strangely lonely, isolated, a journey alone, feeling lonely and abandoned. Yeah. Be honest with yourself if you're happy or satisfied with what you're getting here out of this. Spiritual death. Rebirth process, self-discovery, and dark night of the soul. Yeah, these are not very, as far as advice goes, these aren't very good cards. This situation here with this person, what is happening is it's putting you in a place to where you have doubts, and if they're saying to just pay attention to those doubts that you're having, you need to take action on those doubts that you are having and questioning why that is. And I think it has to do with you're not happy here in this situation. You feel alone, you feel isolated, because this person's not capable at this time of giving you what it is that you feel like you want or you deserve, or what would make you happy. So let's see what the possible outcome is. What's the likely outcome here? I mean, they're basically saying as advice, go off of what you're feeling here in this situation. And then speak up about that. And be honest about that. With yourself first, you know, and then possibly be honest about that with this person, or just move on past this. If this isn't giving you or offering you, if this is making you feel lonely, especially if it's making you feel lonelier than you were whenever this person wasn't even around, that is like a huge indicator that you're not in a healthy situation, right? If it's making you feel depressed, you know, the dark night of the soul, you can go into that place of feeling lost. Those are, I mean, there's indicators here. If you're going through that, it's trying to show you something here. So they're saying just, again, be real with yourself about that. Especially if this is stuck, you know. Even if there, I mean, even if there's feelings here, but it's just not moving anywhere. Okay, what is the likely outcome here? Give me one more. Hold on, give me one more. I guess I'm gonna use this deck. Give me one more for advice. Thank you. A loyal companion. If you desire, or if you're a loyal companion and you're not getting that in return, that is why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. You know, this is about protecting yourself, you know, as well, but being loyal and devoted to yourself and what your needs are. So sorry, I had to pause for a second. Okay. Let's see what the likely outcome would be. What's the likely outcome here? What's the likely outcome here in this relationship? 4 cups. You may regret not speaking your truth here. What's the likely outcome here? The Queen of Wands in reverse. This could be a hindrance on your own self-worth. I mean, give me some more. What's the likely outcome here? Look at that. Ace of Cups in the reverse. The likely outcome is that you may be sitting by yourself here, you know, or this is going to continue if you're already in this lonely place where you're sitting here and you're looking at those cups that were spilt. But see, in this card, in the 4 of Cups, she's not being offered a cup by spirit. They're floating here, and she's looking at her own reflection. She's looking at the choices that she's made, possibly some regrets that she has. You know, all the people here in her past, all the cups that were part of her past here, and what has transpired or happened there in those relationships, in those situations. You may find yourself doing this. This is something that's also representing boredom. You may, with this stuck energy, become bored here in this relationship at some point because there's a lack of action. You know, the Queen of Wands in the reverse is a likely outcome with the Ace of Cups in reverse. There's a lack of confidence here in ever getting an opportunity to express yourself with this person or have a real relationship here with this person. And that's 5 cups, by the way, together, which you never want to see because that's a disappointment. You know, that's that is that dark night of the soul in a way. It's that feeling, you know, like you're thinking about, like you regret some things or you wish you would have done things differently. Okay, so what else can you tell me about the likely outcome for Paul 1? What's the likely outcome of the relationship? I feel like my God, okay, I guess we'll take them. I feel like for most of you, I'm telling you things that you already know. You just haven't been completely honest with yourself about them. Look at this. Maybe it's because you don't want to be lonely. Forever yours. You notice in this card, this person here, I mean, he's not alive. She literally, she gets buried alive with her spouse here that's died because she just can't live without him, you know? Could you imagine? You know? And it's like, you may be, you know, if you stick around here, you could be burying yourself in this situation. It's like the more this goes on and the more the stagnicity's here, then the more and more, the deeper and deeper you get, even though you're trying to remain, you know, balanced and secure. What's the likely outcome here? Clarifiers, let's see. You have manifestation. Manifesting your dreams, power is activated, everything is flowing easily. You have religious factors. So for some of you, there could be some differences in spiritual beliefs here. Magical gateway. Go for it, on the right path, wonderful new beginning. And then you also have divine hand, divine assistance here. What's the likely outcome? I feel like that, honestly, I feel like you and this person may have different beliefs on manifestation, on the power that you have in situations. Because to me, manifestation is first recognizing the fact that you have the ability, you have power in the outcome of things that happen here, you know. And I don't mean like, I mean, obviously things just happen and we have no power in that, but mentally you have the ability or power to overcome things, right? And you and this person may have a lot of different beliefs on that. This person is not in a place where they're in control of their mindset fully. They feel like they are, but what they're doing is just, they're just kind of controlling the chaos. They're not clearing it. And this may become an issue here further down. You may be, you know, expecting more from this person as far as, well, I feel like a lot, but as far as being able to make things happen, you know? And I feel like the divine perhaps has their hand here in this situation. If they don't yet, they will. I also feel like this comes in advice as well. I feel like for some of you, this is kind of insinuating that you can manifest here a new beginning for yourself. I mean, you can manifest getting on the right track, you know. This person may not fit here with your beliefs, and that may be a hindrance in some kind of way, like I just explained, but it could be different for everybody. I do feel like the divine is going to have their hand here in this eventually. If you don't, you know, if you don't take some kind of action or make a decision here with this. Tell me about the divine hand. The Hermit in reverse. Yeah, something's going to happen here to get you out of this dark night of the soul or this feeling isolated. Something needs to happen here, and I feel like the divine's going to make that happen if it hasn't already. You know, things can't just stay stuck forever. You have a Queen of Swords in the reverse. That's cutting something off or out. Be careful of this energy, because that can very much so look like a ghosting energy for me. Libra and Virgo's there. You have a King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, both of you, I feel like, are in an energy, more masculine energy of trying to take control of the situation. I want to get a card here for this. What is this? The Midas Touch. Divine Assistance. If you can't figure out what to do here, you're trying to get on the right path, ask for guidance with that. You know, if what you've wanted or what you've manifested is not working, ask for guidance there with that. And they'll make it happen. Now, it may come in a way that's unexpected and may be a little bit destructive, but they'll definitely make it happen. Tell me about the Queen of Swords and the Hermit in reverse. What is this about? The Queen of Swords and the Hermit in reverse for a likely outcome. A relationship. Commitment. Partner, boyfriend, and girlfriend. I think this is what you want. I'm just going to be honest. I think this is what you really want. You want that commitment. We started with it. We're ending with it. And this is like, you have the ability to, you know, cut this out. I'm going to tell you, if you stay in a situation with someone and you're not addressing your needs, it's just as much your fault as theirs. You know, and who's to say it's even their fault? You have date at the bottom. So how long are you just going to date this person? You know, and you have to find that courage in order to express what it is that you really want. Because if you're not expressing your needs and what you know you deserve or what you feel like you want, or being honest about that, then are taking that chance, you know, and if it doesn't work out, if they drop you, then that tells you what you needed to know. That tells you what you've been wondering, right? What you should do. And also opens the door to allow something that will bring you happiness and satisfaction into your life. But if you sit in this stagnancy and in this place to where it's just creating doubt and insecurities, then first off, you're not open to anything coming around that could be successful here, that could bring you happiness and joy. And I mean, it's not just hindering you, it's hindering the other person as well, you know what I mean? But it's allowing the other person to take the energy that they can from you for free. You know, for free. I mean, you just have to be honest with yourself. Okay. What would this person say to you? Pile 1. What would this person say? Came out kind of aggressive. Clean slate. What would this person say to you? Blank. I hid who I really am from you. What would this person say to you? I know I was a distraction from your pain. That could be for both of you. You know, you may feel like the two of you are just, like you come together to have a distraction from your the world that you live in, like your everyday life. You're being distracted from being lonely. This person's being distracted perhaps from a third party, or something else that's going on in their lives that's chaotic, right? I can't wait to see who you become. So this person does, that's what I said here. I think they're trying to avoid hurting you, because they do, they do have admiration here for you. Communication, so that's there. You know, that 8 of Wands, this person's wanting to communicate. Look, we're not right for each other. It's a shadow card. You know, this, and that could just represent a lot of other things too. Like, this is not the right timing, or the two of us are not a good match, or we can't come together, or tell me more. That could have spiritual, or spiritual beliefs, or religious factors that be a part of that as well for some of you. I miss what we once had. This may have turned from a distraction to becoming more stressful than it was. Its purpose may have been that 3 of Cups, you know, just to come together, have a good time, have fun, and then things got more stressful or more serious in some kind of way. It became too much, or it's in that process of doing that, you know. Self-worth. I think that this person, to be honest with you, even feels like, with this shadow card here, like you deserve, that they feel like that you deserve more than what they're offering you. Can you give me a card for communication? I never used to look at you in that way. With a clean slate here. What does that mean? Can you give me one more? Yeah, can you give me one more? I never used to look at you in that way. 2 more, that'll work. I'm different now, and forgiveness. For some of you, this person, I'm just going to say, for some of you, they may be deciding that you're not exactly what they're needing or what they want at this time. You know? It's like, whatever, be careful of this communication and clean slate. Because this person may try to wipe the slate clean, as far as they could be cutting you out. So keep that in mind. And if that's the case, this person, if they used you as a distraction in any kind of way, and that's fading because stress is becoming a bigger part of this, then they're asking here, you know, in a way, to forgive them, but this is getting more complicated than what they can deal with. You know what I mean? Like, they see it differently than they once did. For some of you, this person may be trying also, I have to say this, if there's a third party here for some of you, this person may be trying to work that situation out. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here, with the King of Pentacles being at the bottom and Judgment's right under that, Scorpio energy. Okay, let's get some advice overall. I'm going to pull one of these cards and then I'm going to read a little bit. I feel like you would already, if that's your story, if this person's, if they're trying to work something out here with someone else, then, or they're trying to just be different, you know, this is someone that may want commitment or something more stable, then for whatever reason, maybe the two of you can't have that. This is someone that's figuring out that that's, you know, you are a distraction, but they want that they want something else at this time in their life. But I feel like that goes along with the two of you not communicating with each other. So what's the overall advice here for pile 1? The overall advice here for pile 1. We have Nectar of Life. Okay. Nectar of Life. Kind of looks like a gateway, right? Nectar of Life. Looks like this gateway card in a way. I mean, this looks like the gateway here with on the right path, you know, a wonderful new beginning here. Okay, guys. Nectar of Life. Reclaiming abundance, renewing to the flow. I release stagnant energies, which is what you have here, this stagnancy. I receive nurturement in all areas of my life, and I am ready to renew. Says the cycle of water teaches us the power of metamorphosis. As water is always shifting and moving, water covers 3/4 of the Earth's surface, about the same ratio of fluid that flows in our bodies. Water is the lifeblood of Gaia. It nourishes our very human essence. The waves ebb and flow, so do we. Within us are tides, waves, storms, and stillness. Energy merely changes. What is removed will eventually return, bearing new gifts. To receive our fullest bounty, we need to make some space. I told y'all. Didn't I tell you? It may be time to declutter both physically and energetically, to purge the unnecessary blockages in your life, to clear away the stagnant energies that have built up. Whether fills, flows, or cleanses, you are guided to call upon Mother Gaia and her oceans to bring upon the healing grace. You may also find the ritual water chapter in this book helpful for clearing old energies that may be calling for your attention. So, I mean, that just goes to show you that I feel like you have an opportunity here, a gateway to get onto the right path or to have a new beginning. But you have to be honest with yourself. You have to express yourself. And if you need help, ask for help or guidance here with that, because I feel like that's here for you. I also feel like for some of you, there could be someone here. I mean, it could be me, who knows? But there's someone or something here that may be giving you advice. And it's advice that you already know. It's just different because you're hearing it from someone else. So even though intuitively, you've been kind of picking up on this and telling yourself that you need to, move away from this, or, telling yourself that you need to move away from this, or you need to be honest here about this. I feel like when someone else says it, it kind of just seals the deal, or you understand it differently. Have advice for pile 1 moving forward, please. No, I feel like I need to get y'all one of these, so I am. Yeah, sorry about shaking the camera there, guys. First quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurities. I think the insecurities here would be if you communicate and be honest here about this, that you're afraid that you're going to end up alone. And I think that's really deep down why you're allowing for this energy to begin with. Okay. Let's see. New moon could be relevant, but that's also the new beginnings. And in the new moon stage, it's also where you need to clean the slate, right? Start gathering a new plan, a perspective. You also have the dove, so the peace, what brings you peace, in order to have peace in the situation. You have the butterfly here, so think about how you've elevated or how you've grown, and what you have to offer, you know, your worth here, self-worth. This person sees it. This person may be shocked that you've stayed around as long as you have. I mean, they are seeing you in a high-valued way, but they're not treating you that way. You know what I mean? Or they just can't offer you, you know, what you're deserving here at this time. Or maybe ever. You have a horseshoe. So luck is on your side. It says that on this card here. One of these cards. You have the heart, the black heart. You have an Elmore W. There's two of those. Elmore W. So we'll do both. I just heard do your homework. I don't know if somebody just needs to hear that, or they're talking about this, you know. Think about what you've learned, what you've studied, what patterns, what cycles you've been through here. You have a 1, so new beginning, and you have the 0 here. Together you have 10, apparently. It's funny too, because your person had the world and you had the Fool, so this is also about starting over, you know, and manifesting something new for yourself here. Closing cycles out. You have an R, a C, an N, a Z, a Y, and a Y. Okay. So I'm gonna hold this up so y'all can see it. Nothing's sticking out to me, so this could be an O as well. We have wow, or mom. You could be a mom, maybe that's your concern at this time. Or this person is. We have cozy. We have Tulsi. Okay, guys. So thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and support. I definitely hope this helps. I know that this was not an easy reading, so please only take what resonates with your story. Don't try to make anything fit. Everybody has different situations, different individuals they're dealing with, different scenarios that have happened. So only take what fits, please. General reading, not a personal reading. But thanks so much, guys, for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and all your kindness, of course. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Okay, pile 2. So if you chose the Moon and Stars Tarot, this is going to be reading. So we're going to get right into the tarot. We're going to get right into the spread. So this is going to be a 5-card spread, if you didn't watch the intro. And we're going to get into your energy, your person's, the relationship, and we'll get advice and the likely outcome. I'll go into clarifiers as well with that. We'll get deeper and deeper into the spread. And then also I'll pull some oracle cards to layer. We'll get messages from your person and advice at the end. Okay. Ooh, I feel like somebody here may not even have a person. They're just kind of tuning into this reading, or you may not have someone in particular in mind. You're just wondering who maybe you need to know about. Kind of a different message, but okay. So pile 2, be thinking about your person, unless that was your story, or anything that you need to know. And let's tap into your energy first here. So can we get a card, Spirit, for pile 2 and how they're currently feeling about their person and this connection? We have Temperance in reverse, so Sagittarius energy. So you may be in a place at this time where you're not feeling exactly emotionally in a good place within this connection. You could feel unstable emotionally, or you could even be a little frustrated. I think that you may be in a place where you're having a hard time understanding what's going on here within this connection, or for some of you, I feel like you are actually frustrated with this person. Like you're actually not feeling good or fed up with this person in some sort of way. Not everybody's story, okay? But for some of you, I do feel like there is some frustration there. But for others of you, it's just that emotionally you don't feel at a good place here with this. With the way things are, where things are. So how is your person currently feeling about the relationship? Ooh, the devil in reverse. Okay. So this person, Capricorn energy, this person may feel as if they are possibly trying to release themselves of obsessively thinking about things or any kind of toxicities here. This is how they're seeing the relationship, like maybe that you're getting to a better place or that things have come out into the open or that they're just trying to release themselves of possibly anything that can be hindering or hurting themselves or this relationship. It's like they're trying to release that. Because for some of you, I feel like you're actually with this person currently. For some of you, I feel like you're not. So take it how it resonates. Let's see about the relationship itself. Spirit, what do we need to know about the relationship itself? King of Cups. So, okay, so in the relationship itself, this is called support, the King of Cups, Scorpio energy. There is this need or want to support the relationship. It's just that you don't feel emotionally stable with things at this time. Or you may even be somewhat frustrated with where things are or how things, being able to really find your stability in things. And your person's trying to detox, you know, from anything that's not good here. So it's like you're both wanting to support or be supportive of the relationship. I think there are mature emotions here between the two of you. You're trying to or wanting to get to a stable, secure, emotional space. But you're being smart. The two of you are in a place to where you're not just, I mean, you may be kind of a little bit resistant here or holding back a little bit, standing your ground here emotionally in a way, trying to remain mature and stable. You may have been through a lot of obstacles here with this person. There's mountains here in the background. And he's sitting on the moon. It's like, well, he could be, he may not be sitting on the moon. It could be Mars. I mean, I feel like it's the moon because it is. Anyway, both of these look like the moon to me, but I wonder if it says that in the book. That's emotions, okay, which is, this is the cups, the King of the Cups, so that is the emotions that's there. So it's like the both of you are trying to be mature about your emotions in this situation at this time, okay? So let's see what the underlining energy of the Temperance for you is. What's the underlining energy? I need to shuffle. I think that you don't know if you want to heal this or if you are healed from this or something like that. There's still some frustration, I feel like, for most of you here. Tell me about that Temperance, the underlining energy here. The Fool in reverse. I think that you're looking at things, or you're trying to look at things emotionally in a different way, but you also don't want to be a fool. You may feel like taking a risk here, or I feel like you're trying. You're just trying. But you also, there's a little bit of an insecurity here of this new beginning, if this is a new beginning here with your person in some way, shape, or form. There's some insecurities, or there's a lack of faith here in the changes. Like if this person's changed, or if the situation's going to be different. The Fool is Aries energy. Let me clarify here, please, for the Devil. This Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This person, this is called kindness. It makes me feel like with the devil, this person may have been unkind to you, or they feel as if, for some of you, this person feels as if the underlining energy here is they may feel like things have been one-sided, or like they've been putting in more of an effort than you have or are at this time, but I don't think they're fully wanting to address that. It's just an underlining energy, right? And this could be this obsessiveness around this relationship and how it may be one-sided, or it's not equal give and take. Like they may be obsessed with or constantly in a state of fear or anxieties around how much time or energy you're getting or giving to the relationship. You know, how much you're putting in support within the relationship and making things better, or bringing things to a better balanced place. And they sense that because you are in this hesitation here. Why is that? Why are you in this hesitation here? Why are you in this Fool in reverse? The Five of Wands. Because there's chaos here. There's conflict. There could be competition. You could have... what are you competing for? Tell me about that. You're conflicted about having a new beginning or starting over, or taking a risk. Tell me about that. The Five of Wands. The Hanged Man. So there's a pause here. You're pausing. You're hesitant. You're trying to look at if there's been arguments, disagreements, things like this here, right? You're trying to see this person's perspective. You're trying to look at things in a different way. Even though that's something that's difficult, you're trying to see it in a different way, right? And this may have to do with your emotions and where you sit here with this person. Like you're trying to understand why there's been this conflict. It's like you've been, I keep wanting to say competition. Like maybe you feel like you're competing not just with this person, but with a lot of things. You know, that Five of Wands is like when you're going to battle here. And I feel like that's what you're in with this Hanged Man. You're going to battle here within yourself. I mean, I think that you're taking a look at yourself here. This person may have said some things to you about this relationship not being balanced or equal, or they felt like they were giving more than you. And it's like you're looking at that, you're looking at yourself, and you're thinking, well, if that really is the case, even though that's something that you find frustrating, if that really is the case, then would this change if I was to contribute to this, you know, relationship more? So give me a card for that Six of Pentacles. What else is there with this person of how they're seeing the relationship with that Six of Pentacles? The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. This person does have this lingering doubt here that they could be possibly like wasting time in a way of expressing their needs here to you, or what they're feeling here to you. Like there's this like, well, it's just pointless, you're not going to understand kind of energy that's here, like a frustration. But I feel like this person's trying to, with the Devil in reverse, you know, they're trying to push that down, not obsessively think about this. They are very concerned about how much time you are investing into this relationship here. That could be where the disagreement is, and you're trying to see their perspective. You could also be frustrated because you feel as if this person's not seeing things in your perspective. This Five of Wands can represent, I mean, it says chaos. It could be that you're very, you have your hands in a lot of different things, you know, or you're not capable of giving this person what they're wanting here, what they need. The underlining energy there, this person feels like nothing's going to change. Okay. Give me one more for that Seven of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, this person feels like they're not getting through to you. Like, I mean, I'm please don't shoot the messenger. Okay? I'm just being honest. This person feels like, I mean, I'm not saying I agree, but they feel like you're not being, they may feel like you're not being honest with them about this, what you're putting your time and energy into. But I also feel like this person feels like that you're just not, you don't understand. You don't understand them. You don't understand what they need. You don't understand what they're saying because you're not, because you're at a standstill. You're not contributing. Even if this is like a you're maintaining the peace here. You know, you're not contributing. That Seven of Swords, I mean, that Seven of Swords. Yeah, I think that this person maybe, it could cause some fears or some anxieties to kick in. If they feel like that you're not giving time and energy to them, where are you giving your time and energy to? And if this person has any kind of obsessive thinking about that for whatever reason, maybe have a wound there of some sort that they haven't quite healed from, then it's causing them to question you in a way of, where are you putting your time and energy? If it's not with them, you know what I mean? Queen of Swords in reverse. They're not communicating this to you because they're trying to just not overthink it, or trying to keep the peace like you are, or trying to be supportive, trying to make things work, right? Queen of Swords in reverse. This can be somebody that is irritated, you know, that is, it's like I'm feeling this intensity of someone that's in a way dependent on you understanding them, and they feel like that you're not. They feel like you're not. Tell me about that King of Cups as far as the relationship goes. What's that clarifier for that King of Cups as far as the relationship goes? So there are feelings here between the two of you, the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, there's no structure. It's like the both of you are trying to support the connection in completely different ways, or not on the same page, because there's miscommunication about each other's needs, or your needs are very different here, and you're not understanding one another. You don't understand why this person needs what they're asking for, and they don't understand why you can't give it to them, or why you need certain things. And it causes a lot of confusion. It causes a lot of insecurities, past pains to resurface, any kind of wounds to resurface. It causes a skepticism, right, that's there about the deception around that and the reasoning around that. It creates a bumpy road here for the two of you. And so even though if the two of you care deeply about one another and you have these emotions for each other, there's no structure here. It's like saying, I don't know why I'm getting a vision of ants in my head. But I don't know how to explain that. It's like two ants, they're supposed to work together. And if there's an obstacle in their way, arguing with one another about which route they're going to take to get around it. You know what I mean? Instead of working together. And if you go off in your separate ways, then you eventually just start to just go off mentally in completely separate ways. And then sometimes you can get too far gone, and then you lose one another. So there's been a loss of communication here because there's a lack of understanding. Aries energy, they're the Emperor in reverse. I also feel like the both of you are sitting in a position where you want to be right about this. But it's more so that you just, again, want that other person to see your point of view. I think that you're more willing to be self-aware here in this situation versus your person. Your person may... They may handle... Your person may be spoiled. Your person may be spoiled. They may handle situations where they're not... if there's someone that's always kind of gotten their way, or they get things handed to them easily, this kind of thing, if they've been in an environment like that, or it's entitlement, if they have a sense of they feel entitled, and there's certain things that are necessary in relationships, obviously your needs need to be met, but this is like, I'm getting this feeling of someone that feels entitled to you fully. Like, this can be looking at a codependent way, someone wanting to see you to see it their way, and their way is more of a codependent way of thinking. They can't clear their head mentally on them, but within themselves, when it comes to their fears and anxieties, and so they kind of look to you for that. You give me what I need, so that I don't have to face these fears, so that I don't have to face the worry here. And when you're not doing that, they get frustrated and angry even. The Queen of Swords can also say things and do things. She's about the communications and actions, that are not so great. Yeah, Judgment in reverse, action. Last word that I said, isn't that crazy? Scorpio energy. This has to do with blaming others as well, not taking on responsibility for your own actions, but yeah, this person has a hard time looking at themselves here in this scenario. What about you? What do you want here? Let's look at that. Pile 2, what is it you want from this person? The 8 of Cups. Well, that's walking away. I think for some of you, and you may be thinking about walking away, whether or not you should walk away. But for some of you, this has to do with what you want from this person. I feel like you want them to emotionally disconnect from things that are hindering or hurting the relationship. There's things of the past they could still be holding on to here. Maybe not just with you, with someone else that's hindering this relationship. You also feel as if perhaps maybe this person, you wish that they would not take things so personal. Like when, for instance, if you have to work with other people and they're jealous about that, or if you have a lot going on and you can't offer them what they're needing at that time, or be, at their beck and call, you're wishing that they would emotionally detach from taking that so personally. It's like, I just have a lot going on, that kind of thing. Don't take it personal. And they are because they're in a codependent nature. They can't do that on their own. They rely on you for that, and you can't give it to them right now. Remember? But this is what you want. You want to emotionally kind of walk away from the things that aren't serving this relationship. And this person is having the most difficult time doing that. What does this person want from you? Pile 2, what does this person want from you? The 3 of Cups, time. They want connection. This is someone that wants to reconcile. They want to get back together. They want to interact with you. They want to have time with you. This is about a friendship, an emotional connection. This is something that they want from you. They want, and this can just look in the way of close time time, intimate time with one another, right? What is it that I'm not seeing here about pile 2 and how they feel about this connection? Anything that I'm not seeing here, Spirit? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Things are not moving in the right direction, and you're recognizing that, and you're wondering if you should make some significant changes here, or there's things that you feel like maybe just you can't control here in this, or give me a clarifier for that. There's something else. The Tower in reverse. This is a card of change. You maybe just, I mean, all these cards are cards of changes. Moving away from something and there being changes. I think if things don't change here, I think that you'll do it yourself. I think that you think if things don't change here, you're going to walk away from this. Because it will only lead to a bigger disaster. This is what I see. If things don't change or get better, I'm going to walk away from this. But you may feel like you've been stuck in this cycle here for a long time and nothing ever changes, you know. So that's why you're telling yourself that, right? Scorpio energy's there. Let's see what your person, anything that we missed about them that we need to know about pile 2's person. Anything I missed with pile 2's person that we need to know? Woo! Did you see how fast that landed? How quick that just bounced over there? It's the King of Pentacles, and this card is called security. This person needs security, okay? This person, I'm just going to throw this out there, Page of Swords. Let me educate you here. You probably already are aware of this, I'm sure. I think this person's holding on to a betrayal wound of some sort that they haven't completely healed from. So they're in a very codependent energy of relying on you to fulfill their constant worries and fears or any insecurities that come up in this relationship. They need you to put them at ease. They need some security here. This is someone that also wants a commitment here with you if you're not in a commitment. That's the King of Pentacles. This could also be someone that is wanting, they want you to, I mean, this is like someone that's looking for a, okay, this is like someone that's looking for a father figure, you know? So they may have not had that security or safety. Maybe it's not a betrayal, maybe it is, but maybe they haven't had that safety or security in their life, you know, with that father figure. Not going to be everybody's story. I'm anxious to get clarifiers for that. But this is what you're not seeing is they want or need that security. That structure, that stability. This is a pentacle here. This is earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. And it's someone that needs the security of a commitment, something very solid, something very stable. Okay. Tell me more here about this Emperor in reverse. Okay, 2 cards wanted to come out. The 10 of Wands in the reverse and the 7 of Swords. There's that 7 of Swords. So the relationship itself, well, there needs to be changes here. The 7 of Swords is the card of deception. Everybody says, you know, that's the worst card to see, but really in that card, all he's doing is trying to avoid a bigger disaster, you know, trying to avoid the war. He's trying to avoid the war from happening. So he goes into the army, he steals the swords, and leaves 2 behind. So with this 10 of Wands being in reverse, it's like there needs to be changes that take place. I mean, you see it. but there needs to be a real open authenticity about one another here. Any kind of deceptions that are here, or I mean, this is something that needs to change. If there's been deceit between the two of you, or if there's been deceptions between the two of you, if this has been like you're hesitant or afraid to tell everything to this person, because I mean, that's what you start to do, isn't it? You start to feel like you're walking on eggshells. And so you do start to become deceptive, even though you weren't like that in the first place. But now you feel like you have to be, because if you tell them the whole story, they're going to freak out about it. It's that kind of energy that's here. I've been on both ends of this, so I know what I'm talking about here. I feel it. It's not good on either side. It's stressful on either side. There's burdens there with that. So if this is something that you're wanting to continue, things radically need to change here when it comes to the two of you and your communication, how you express your truths and your authenticity here about your needs and what you really want. I mean, it's kind of a similar overall energy for Paul 1 as well. Okay, before we get the advice and the outcome, I want to grab some oracles for each of you with this. Let's see. Coming clean about any kind of burdens that are here is also important. You may have been holding. So if you've been keeping information from this person in some kind of way because like you want to be able to express your truth, but you also don't, you're trying to avoid the conflict or try to avoid argument, you know, this is something that you need to release here. You need to kind of get this off your back, because if you don't, I feel like it's just going to pile up. It's just going to get worse, right? Okay. A Knight's Tales just came out. So this is chivalry, old-fashioned values, and an offer of love. This may be something you're sitting on. This person may have been in this position, because, you know, we saw that in the beginning, you being in a place to where you feel like you're at a standstill here with that. You're thinking about things, trying to see things differently here. This could have to do with you. Some of you may have an offer elsewhere with that Five of Wands, and that could be the competition I was picking up on earlier. Not for everybody though. Tell me, how is Pile 2's feeling about this relationship? How's Pile 2 feeling about this relationship? Sacred cycles. I told you, you feel like this is cycle that you perhaps keep repeating. This could be like stuck in the phases, and you're currently in that more of a honeymoon phase, you know, but you're recognizing that as being a cycle. Here we go again. Things are good right now, but it's also like things are good as long as you don't poke the bear, you know, as long as you don't push on the wound where the connection's not doing good, you know, and that sucker's looks horrible. You know what I mean? Like it's like not even putting a Band-Aid on it. It's just allowing it to just fester, you know, and eventually it's going to take over and it could kill the whole relationship. But right now you're just trying to keep the peace, or being in that place to where you're just trying to make it work. You know what I mean? This sacred cycle says, let go of the old, honor the cycle that you're in, and what goes around comes around, which is so this Wheel of Fortune, which says karma here in the Tower. Okay, so that's where you're at. Recognizing this as a cycle. So what about your person? How would you describe Pile 2's person, Spirit, currently? closed off, guarded, emotional blocks, avoiding emotional connection. So that is this Queen of Swords in the reverse. This person could be very, they could be walking around you still upset, and you could tell this person's still upset, but they may be trying to act like they're not, but they are. They may be a little bit, I feel like they're very guarded here, to be honest with you, but this is also, I think, the way that they see you or feel about you is that there's, like, you're avoiding them, perhaps. There's just this emotional barrier that's between the two of you, they feel, of you understanding them. How's pile two's person current? Look, the battlefield. Do you see how your energy's more self-aware, like I said, about this? This is this honeymoon stage here. An offer of love, chivalry, a knight's tale, all that. And this cycle that keeps repeating, that's being self-aware of what's going on in this relationship. The pattern that's there. And this person's just, they're guarded and they're in this battlefield here. Trying to fight for their rights. Trying to fight for their needs. But, they're distorted. What they're asking of you. This says fighting, arguments, disagreements, and not on the same page. Tell me about the connection itself. How would you describe the connection itself? Outside influences. External factors, others affecting the outcome, and listening to other people's opinion. So with this being support here in this Emperor in reverse, it could be that this person or you or whoever, you may have a lot of other people that have an input or have a lot to say about what you should do here in this connection or how you should handle things. Which I feel like is affecting you here pretty great. You may feel like the other people or outside influences here may have some sort of control over something. Maybe, what is that about? For some of you, there's something else, not people, but something else. It could be finances that can keep us in a relationship. Could be kids. There's something else here for some of you that you feel as if is an external factor in some way that could be hindering this, the ability of how you are able to have control in this in some way, shape, or form. Like it could be taking over you being able to have control here and what's going on here. It could have to do with how other people are seeing you. Could have to do with how other people may be seeing you. That might be a factor here for you. The Four of Cups. It's like you don't want to have regrets. For some of you, I feel like this could be kids. You could be worried about how this could be affecting the kids or how the kids are seeing you in this relationship. Gosh, that's always something you should ask. I feel like so important. Like we're creating, our kids' environments and what they're seeing is affecting them, whether you see that or not. They're absorbing things. That could be a concern here for you. Tell me what's your advice for pile 2. What's your advice for pile 2? Death in reverse. Holding on to something that's already gone. That can be that. For some of you, you're already there and thinking about that. This is holding on to something that you need to release. What's the advice here? You need to tell me something about that. Death in reverse. Scorpio energy. 9 of Swords in the reverse. And the 8 of Wands in the reverse. You're delaying. You may be delaying cutting this off because you're worried about the It's like you're delaying putting this, you're putting this off. If for those of you who are wanting to end this here with death, it's like this is like delaying the inevitable. This can get, if you hold on to something here in a relationship, and this could just be part of it if you're wanting to work this out. If you're holding on to something that should be long and forgotten in a relationship, and it keeps resurfacing, you keep reliving that experience, and you don't get anywhere, you don't have any breakthroughs, you don't heal, you don't forgive, and it just keeps on and keeps on and keeps on, it can become very frustrating and very overwhelming, which is all these cards. Eight of Wands in the reverse can be a card of being very frustrated about the direction that something's moving in, or that it's not moving at all. The Nine of Swords in the reverse can be a card that's just very, like you want to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you're very overwhelmed because you're so overwhelmed with the anxieties, the sleepless nights, the worries, all that kind of stuff is there, and that death, holding on to something. Holding on to something that's not changing, right? What's advice here for pile 2 about this? What's it there, advice? Lone wolf. Free spirit, happy single, and choosing to stay single. So for some of you, you may already be single and you're not fully committed, and that's why this King of Pentacles there is they want you to be fully committed to them. Your advice here could be just to stay single at this time, or that you may be happy single. I feel like this is telling you to leave this person, I'm going to be honest. But you have free will, and it may be that this could be something that is, you know, depending on your situation, because I don't know y'all's personal stories. But this could be something that's repairable. So, you know, take it how it fits for your story or resonates for you. And this could just mean maybe there needs to be some time alone here to figure out what it is that you want. What else? Can you clarify this lone wolf here, please, for advice? Negative emotions. Anger, resentment, frustration, annoyance, feeling wronged. So there you go. If you're in a situation where you feel like it's not going anywhere, it's like it's just these negative emotions are here, then you may be happy single. That's what it says. You may be happier, and this may be advice here. And this could just mean maybe take some time to yourself and figure out if you could be happier alone, you know. I do feel like that you may be somewhat of a free spirit or independent, and this person's someone that's, I don't think that they are, and I think that they're frustrated that you're not in the same codependent energy that they are. I feel like I'm tapping into somebody's energy that's very independent, and then, or interdependent. You know, you can deal with things on your own here, and then someone here that's very codependent, and it's this huge clash between the two of you of not understanding each other because of that. So here comes this anger and frustration and annoyance and resentments that start to build up, and it's like I'd be better off single here. Things aren't changing. Let's see what the outcome will be. Because there's a call for change, you know. Let me move these up here so I can get them out of the way. Okay. We'll get some messages from this person too as well. What is the likely outcome here in this current energy? What is the likely outcome here? Okay. That came right out, didn't it? look at this. You have the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups in reverse. How contradictory is that? Four of Wands is, I feel like the foundation here is you don't trust each other. There's a lack of trust that's here. You don't trust this person's going to change their ways or move on for some things, or things are going to get better. And I feel like they just don't trust you at all. But I don't think it has as much to do with you as it has to do with their past. That Four of Wands is peace and harmony. So what's the likely outcome here? I think that the two of you, I think that you're going to find peace with the disconnect. But let me get some clarifiers before I commit to that fully. Let's see what the Two of Cups here is in reverse. The Five of Cups. What's the Four of Wands, please? Oop. Yeah, the World in reverse. The likely outcome. The World in reverse is not learning a lesson, or things not changing, a lack of completion. I'm going to get some more clarifiers. This is kind of, the Four of Swords is at the bottom of the deck here. I think the two of you may go on some kind of break, and there may be a break between the two of you. I think that for some of you, this is, I'm just going to say it, okay, with the World being in reverse, with that Four of Wands, it's like some of you are finding peace with things not working out. Because this Two of Cups in the reverse here with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, that's a card of like, I mean, a loss. You're processing the disappointment in the relationship, you know. There's regrets about things that are there. I mean, this is about grieving the loss of a relationship. It's there. But there's also peace with the way things are not moving forward as well. So tell me more about this. The likely outcome here. The unexpected. Expect the unexpected, shocking revelations. I get it. I feel like that you're going to come into this. I mean, I think you're going to surprise yourself. I'm going to be honest. I feel like that you're going to kind of surprise yourself when it comes to the way this connection is, what happens here, how it moves forward. Like, you may feel like you're not going to be at peace if this doesn't work out, but I feel like you will find that. And I think that's something that's going to surprise you. Tell me more. Clarify this Five of Cups with the Two of Cups in reverse. The jealous one. Scared of losing you, don't want to share, and protective of you. Yeah. I mean, I said that earlier as being such a factor here. That's so much a part of this. You know, it's funny too, because I feel like this person is so afraid of losing you that they're actually destroying the relationship itself. I'm going to get one more, guys, and then we'll get some message cards. And I think it has to do with this jealousy, you know, or I know I got quiet. I'm still looking at this. And that Four Swords in the bottom of the deck is about, for your overall energy here. It's like it's just in this period of where you're trying to recover from any kind of disagreements or arguments or fights, or you're trying to recover the relationship. Tell me more about this unexpected. Came right out. Makes me nervous. Relationship. That's the same card that came out in pile 1 in the same spot. I feel like for some of you, there may be an unexpected relationship that's here. Tell me more here about the jealous one. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, guys. There may be someone here. There's something else that's here for some of you. This could be someone else. There's someone here that may not want to share, that could be disconnecting here, or I don't know where I'm going with this, to be honest. It's just now coming up. Well, no, it came up here too. Competition and another offer. So some of you may have another offer. There's someone here, though, that I feel like as a likely outcome, there's an unexpected coming together here when it comes to a relationship. And I feel like there's a disconnect here, or a lack of trust, and a disappointment around this. But look at this. Heartbreak, ghosted, and player. So, okay, two different things here. I'm just going to say, if there's not a third party or something else, if you don't have another offer on the table, if there's not something else that's here, then for some of you, and it may be both, but this has to do with this person is in this jealous energy here, or causes the demise in this relationship because they may be still hurting here about a betrayal from a past relationship where someone disappeared on them or rejected them. Now, for others of you, if you have someone else here, I have to say, there's someone else, okay? There's a relationship here that may come on somewhat unexpectedly, where it brings you kind of peace about where you are or how things have ended here with this person. But it can be kind of reboundy energy, so be careful of that. But this is the likely outcome here, okay? So this person here, there's this jealousy around this. So if you leave this person and you go towards someone else, there's definitely this disappointment, this sadness that's here around that. This person's gonna kind of go through this pain here, and they're gonna see you in this way of being this, whoever you're walking away from, this person's gonna be looking at you in this way. Regardless if this is your energy or not, they're gonna be feeling this. They're gonna be looking at you like this, okay? So I'm just gonna leave that there. There's a lot that's there. A lot of different kinds of ways of that going, depending on your situation. Someone's not going to be happy coming out of this. This person doesn't want to lose you, okay? They don't want you to be single. They want a commitment from you. They don't want you to be out there. Look at that, different pages. Maybe the two of you aren't committing, you know, you're not committing to this person, and that's why they're upset. What would this person say to you if they could say anything? Chemistry. Okay. Chemistry here. I just heard we have to find the right formula. So maybe they're just trying to say we just have to figure out why we can't understand one another here. I hope that you're happy for me. I pretend that you don't mean that much. That's that guarded energy that's there. I can't face you. Passions. So if you've reignited or you've come back together with this person, you're in that honeymoon stage, that's something that's there. Vulnerability isn't easy for me. I'm trying. What else would this person say? Self-worth. So they may sometimes act like they don't care about your opinion or how things are. Like they act like they deserve more, or they're better than this or whatever, you know. But they don't necessarily feel that. It's more of an act. What would this person say to you? Moving on. I can't face you moving on. That is this. Thank you for that guidance, Spirit. That was difficult. I can't help you moving on. I can't face you moving on. Yeah. This person does not, they can't, this is someone that may even like freak out. But if it happens, they're going to feel like that you've betrayed them, that you've rejected them, you know. I think you're aware of that. Maybe that's why you've been staying here for so long, because you have that King of Cups. So, you know, you're in a place to where you have these mature emotions for this person. You care about this person. You're trying to also be mature in this situation. For some of you, this person may have, at one point, and you would know about this, okay? This person may go off and be with someone else here. That could have been something that you've done that you may regret, because that was a unexpected relationship that now you don't want to end. Side message. Okay. Advice for pile 2. Total bliss. Well, where do you find that at? Where can you get that? Are you going to come into that soon? Total bliss. Let's see. Come on. Oh, good grief. Come on. There we go. Okay. Total bliss. The inner child playfulness, imaginative journey, returning to source, and nostalgic release. It is now time to receive. I am cultivating more playful moments each day. That's that 4 of Wands, by the way. You know, moving on to things that bring you peace and harmony, that 4 of Wands energy. Total bliss comes from a sign of encouragement that you can now set the groundwork for some newfound fun. Let your imagination be wild and free. Dance, play, run, climb. Do something that allows your deepest joy to shine through. Yeah. There's this need for you to get back to fun. Like there's this, it says perhaps you have memories from childhood that still call out, filling you with longing to return to another time and place. You are being reminded of the past. As this tenderness comes, at an auspicious time, this is a card of blissful release. It marks a new phase to rejoice and relax. When you are called to let go of the stains and pressures of being an adult. So this may have, all of this in some way may have created a significant burden on your back, where many of you already have enough that you're dealing with. That's why this is also so hyper present in this relationship. You know, perhaps you may not emotionally express your concerns, your thoughts, things that you go through like this person does you. You know, you may not be as emotionally expressive, and so you're not expressing the burdens that you are carrying, the responsibilities you're carrying, the weight that you're carrying, which this is just adding to that. You know what I mean? There's a call here for you to get back to a more playful energy. And for some of you, that has to do with separating yourself from this altogether. One more card of advice here. I'm going to get, what am I going to get? Where did they go? Where did they go? Where are they at? Okay. I'm going to grab some of these. Moonology. And then we'll get some initials and close. Y'all had a long reading. This seems very complicated. I can understand the stress that's here with this. Okay. Come on. Quit playing. Get it together. Okay, overall card for advice. One more, please, Spirit. Advice for Paul 2. Advice for Paul 2, please. One more. Advice for Paul 2. Okay. Full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. So there you go. For some of you, this is... I just heard Eminem in my head. Back to reality. Maybe relevant song for some of you. Come back to reality here. So this is like, one of them's telling you to be in a childlike energy and have fun, and the other one says to come back to reality. So I think this is just saying, you know, and you have the moon and the sun here as well, so divine feminine masculine energies. But with this Capricorn that's here, which is the devil, by the way, which is what your person was. But a Capricorn is like, well, it's focused on your career. It's the 10th house energy. So it's focused on your career and your personal status, right? I feel like it's asking you to be a leader here in this, to be courageous, to take responsibility for your own happiness. Okay, I'm going to leave that right there, and we're going to get some initials. Anything else? Okay. So, well, you have the closure pin here, so that's that world in reverse. You need to figure out what it is that will bring you peace. If that's, I mean, you have to be vulnerable in order to understand what that is. This is taking the mask off for me. It goes to my lightning bug. It's like his little mask face outline that came off. So I always see it as maybe taking the mask off, seeing the light. Shocking revelations, unexpected, you know, here with that relationship. So maybe to figuring out this is not what you thought you wanted, you know, in order to find peace to move on from this, or just understanding that you don't want to repeat another cycle here, right? Let's not do this again. Kind of energies there. We have a Y an S, an N, an F. I just heard Florida in my head. I don't know why. There you go. We have another S, a J, a U, and an E. I heard seen. You may, like, you put a lot of your stuff to the side. I feel like that a lot of things go unseen about how you feel, how you think, what you need, because this person is so, like, you may feel like you're trying to tend to their needs a lot, and you just kind of put yourself on the back burner because maybe you're just trying to just keep the peace, you know, and that kind of thing. And it's like, recognize that. And bring that awareness back to yourself and the importance of you also needing to speak your truth or have your needs met here as well, you know? Because there's a point where this becomes expected from the other person, because it's like you're teaching them how to treat you, you're teaching them how to love you, and that what you will and won't put up with and where your boundaries lie. Right? And if you keep feeding into that, they're going to start to expect that. And when they don't get that from you, or you get too frustrated to give it, that's when they start to get upset, you see? Even if it's out of your control in some way. So I'm going to leave you here. Thanks for being here, guys. Good luck with this. Sending you some love and sending you some light. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, then this is going to be your reading. All right, guys. So y'all are getting the best of my sun catcher with the rainbows on my table. At this time, I don't know how long it will last. The sun's rising still, but it's pretty. So we're going to get right into the tarot. And this is going to be a 5-card spread. If you didn't watch the intro, we're going to take a look at your energy, your person's energy, the connection's energy. We'll get it fast and likely outcome. Okay? So, pile 3, be thinking about your person. Kind of bring them to your mind. Okay? Pile 3, how's pile 3 currently feeling about their person? 3 of Cups. Okay. So you feel very connected to this person. You feel this bond here with this person. You want to communicate. You want to get together. You want to have fun with this person. How is this person currently feeling towards you, pile 3, in this connection? Wow. The 5 of Cups. This person's disappointed. Now it's making me feel like this person has regrets. They're disappointed. See, the 3 cups have spilled, and you have the 3 of Cups. So I feel like maybe you're not on the same page with this person. Maybe you and this person want different things, or this person wanted more than a friendship, and you couldn't give them that, perhaps. This is interesting. Let's get some more here. Why are you in the 3 of Cups energy? They could be just sad, maybe, for some reason. They could just be in a place to where they're just kind of sad with where things are, perhaps. This is someone that could be, like, you're happy to have what it is that you have. They could be wanting more. It's like they may not be satisfied with just having a friendship here with you, or just having this kind of connection here. They also may know more than you do. Or they're just keeping some things to themselves here. It's like you're trying to enjoy this, and they're down about it. Tell me about the 3 of Cups for you. Clarify. The Star. So you have a lot of high expectations. Well, I don't want to say high expectations, okay? Not a good word to use. Let's just say you have high hopes about the 2 of you coming together, it being something good. This could even be an actual coming together, like you're supposed to reunite with this person. You're hoping that you can reunite here. Aquarius energy's there. So give me a card for that Five of Cups. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this person's disappointed that they can't offer you something at this time or give to you the way that they want, or that they're not, the relationship's not imbalanced in the way that they want it to be. So what's the underlining energy of the Star? The Devil in reverse. This person is trying to not get too fixated on the future, or they're trying to not focus on maybe the not so great things of this connection. I'm saying they, but this is supposed to be your energy. I mean, they may be in a similar energy to that, to be honest with you, but they're looking at the darker aspects of it, and you're looking at the lighter, trying to look at the lighter aspects of the relationship and where it could go, or the possibilities here. Capricorn energy there. This can also represent healing. You know, this person being in a place to where they want to heal past some things here. If this is a friendship, you know, they're seeing past the negative stuff, and they're wanting to heal the situation. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, Page of Swords is here. Actually flew out of the deck. See the way he's looking over here? I'm telling you, I said that for a reason. I've mistaken this for you, for your person, for a reason, because they're also fixated on they're fixated more on the things that either have happened here, or possibly that they feel like that you are detached from them even. They're worried about that even. For some of you, like they're worried about you detaching from them because they're not capable of offering you, or they weren't capable of giving to you in some kind of way. It's like they're disappointed in themselves for something. Could be something that they communicated that they regret. Maybe they promised you something that they can't deliver here, and they regret that, but they haven't expressed that to you yet. For some of you, that may be your story. Okay, what about the relationship itself? Can I have a card for describing this relationship itself for pile 3? The King of Pentacles. So some of you, there's a stability here. Either you've known this person for a long period of time, or the two of you are wanting some kind of commitment with one another, or there's this devotion towards one another, wanting to be honest with one another, wanting to be, like, you're loyal to each other, wanting to be loyal to each other. There's honor that's here, like you honor one another's needs. I don't know if you're at a distance from this person. Maybe that's part of the things that they feel like is not so great. But you're in this vibration of trying to stay positive. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles as far as this relationship, description of the relationship. The Queen of Wands. King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands is exactly this, the two of you here. This person's, if this was describing as a pair, you know, there's this optimistic energy that's around this. This Queen of Wands, she's very hopeful, you know, she just knows that it's just going to go the way that she's wanting it to go. She's very confident that everything's going to work out. she just feels like it's right. When she feels like it's right, she believes in herself. She's very intuitive. She goes off of that. So it's almost like this is you in a way. Your person's over here in this King of Pentacles energy where they're trying to be honest with themselves, honest towards you, wanting to honor you, you know, wanting to be honest with you. This can also represent, as far as the connection goes, it's like feeling good, you know, feeling strong and stable. Both of you are in this place where you feel like there's a bond between the two of you that's strong and stable. Okay, so let's see more about the Devil, please, in reverse. What is this? Okay. The Emperor in reverse, Aries energy. It's like you're not trying to fixate on. To be honest, guys, I feel like for some of you may be denying this person's flaws. You're trying to maybe stay too in a place of being like, you may be afraid that you're either you have in the past, or you may be afraid that you're neglecting the red flags here that you see, perhaps, or you're just trying to have faith in the situation that it's all going to come together. But there is this underlining energy here of you're trying to see this situation differently from what it is. This is like, can also look in the way of someone that you're trying to, like you're trying to detach from who this person was at some point, or who they've shown you, what they've shown you at some point. For some of you, this is past energy. You're trying to not obsess over that, you know, maybe trying to not obsess over the direction, or like maybe this relationship's not exactly structured in some kind of way, but it is at least strong. Does that make sense? It's like a house that's built wonky as far as the floor plan doesn't make a lot of sense, but the stability of the house itself is going to hold fine. It's that kind of thing. This is the energy that you're in when it comes to this connection. Okay. So tell me what the Page of Swords here is. This person could be contemplating communicating to you that they cannot offer you something here. If they're unable or disappointed. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, this person may not be in a financial stable place at this time. Like they don't want to lose what they have, or they just have to hold on to what they have. This may have to do with moving or relocating. This person would have to have some sort of upheaval from where they are. Yeah. And they can't give that to you at this time, so this is why they're disappointed here. This could also be someone that regrets things not working out between the two of you. If for some of you, if you were married to this person, that's something that I'm seeing. Like you see this person as someone that's a friend, and you've kind of healed and you've let go of some things. But this person, they're disappointed. They're not in the same energy that you are. See all the majors here on your side? This person's for all of you, this person's not in the same type of energy that you are in. This person wants to, I feel like, communicate to you the significance of what they feel like they've lost here or could lose. How are you seeing this person at this time? The Three of Wands in reverse. You may see this as something that you're waiting for something with this person. It's just not working out. This can be a lack of things moving forward. This person could change their mind here, or they have, or there's just a lack of being able to see how it's going to play out in the future. That's why you're trying to not fixate on that. You may see this person as someone that is creating some distance, or that they're worried about the distance between the two of you. Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles in the reverse for their person, Pile 2's person. How are they seeing? Let's do this. How are they seeing you, Pile 2? Pile 2, Pile 3. I'm sorry, guys. Well, Pile 2 may be relevant. I don't know why, but how are they seeing you, Pile 3? How does this person see you? The World. Yeah, for some of you, there is definitely a distance here. And this person, they want to communicate that they can't relocate, or they can't move from where they are, the foundation that they're in. They can't offer you or give that to you at this time. And it's something that causes this person sadness. You know, I'm sad that we're not closer. I'm sad that we're not on the same page. I'm sad that I can't offer you the world, or I can't offer you everything that you want. For some of you, this is like, I'm sad about how things ended here. I feel like I lost everything. It was not my intentions here. There's regrets they think about, disappointments. Not everybody's story, right? Anything that I'm missing? Is there anything that I'm missing here for your energy? Is there anything I'm missing for their energy, for Pile 3's? The Knight of Pentacles. So you're trying to, for some of you, you're trying to move on slowly. You're determined you're going to get past this. For some of you, this is like you're taking things slow. You're not trying to pressure this person. You're not trying to, it's like you're just trying to be in the flow and pay attention to your own stuff, you know, your own stuff, your own feelings. It's like you have this determination that's here. The Four of Cups just pointed out, came out in reverse. Yeah. You're trying not to sit and think about things with this too long. You're just trying to get past maybe things not working out, not coming together in the way that you wanted them to, or they're not quite coming together yet. You're just trying to get past this and have hopes that, you know, the two of you can reconcile, or that you're just supposed to be in this fun, playful energy here with one another at this time. Your person's so much more serious about things. Not that you aren't, but you're not in that same energy. You're in a much lighter energy about it. What is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse? The Nine of Swords in the reverse. This person may be a little bit, or something happened here, I feel like, maybe for some of you, maybe this person had planned on something that's here and they couldn't fulfill that. They couldn't give to you, and they regret it, or they're just disappointed in themselves that they couldn't. But for some of you, it would have been too overwhelming, or for this person, like it could have been too much for this person. Giving to you in a certain kind of way was too much for this person to handle. Like, whatever that means to you guys, it was just too overwhelming for this person to do that. Because it may have brought back some memories of what they've lost, or it possibly could be bringing memories of what they could lose, or having to restart, you know. Causes them some stress. Tell me about that Queen of Wands and that King of Pentacles as far as the relationship goes. The Sun, clarity, joy, Leo energy. Yeah, this is a connection here that has or does bring a lot of, you know, joy to one another. There's a lot of happiness that this connection has or is bringing. But this is also about clarity. And I feel like the two of you aren't necessarily on, not that you can't get that way, but at this time, whatever it is that you're wanting, maybe either this person can't offer it to you at this time, or they're having to give to a different situation at this time, you know, especially if there's distance between the two of you. Maybe they can't, you know, they can't come and see you right now. They have to focus on something else, you know, and they feel bad about that. It's just somebody's story. But the Sun here, let's get back to this. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for you, you're just enjoying this, and this person's really wanting something stable, more stable. It's like they want to honor you, though, and that's like the best part of this. For some of you, though, you may have wanted this fun with this person, or communication here with this person, or that supportive emotional communication and or bond, you know, just to have that and just to share that. It's somewhat healing for you, perhaps, in some way. The Ace of Wands in reverse. But this person wanted something that's more stable or more committed, and maybe you're not in a position to where you're able or ready to offer that to this person. So they could be disappointed in what you had to offer as well, or what you're offering them. Different situations here, so take what resonates. Let me see what I'm missing here as far as the relationship goes, and then we'll get some oracles to clarify. Okay. Justice and the Ace of Swords in reverse. What am I missing? Well, we have Libra energy here. Justice and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So, for some of you, this is meaning that there's not a set understanding or plan how things could come into play or balance. For some of you, there's some kind of karma playing out here when it comes to a lack of truth or clarity that's causing a hindrance on this relationship in some sort of way. But this, I feel like, it's unclear here of how to make things fair and balanced in this relationship, or if things are, right? Okay. Let's see, these are the oracles I'm going to use here, the Twin Oddity oracles. Take a look at your energy first. What can you tell me about Paul 3's energy towards their connection? This person, Paul 3's energy. Religious factors. So maybe the two of you just differ off of what you believe in this connection to be true. And it could be spiritual factors that are a part of this as well. Or this could have been for some of you a heavy lesson, you know, wasting time here. not worth waiting for. That's that Three of Wands in the reverse there. Prolonging the inevitable and nothing good will come of it. So for some of you may be in this place to where you feel as if this person may never recognize your belief or adapt to your belief of either your actual spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs, or this has to do with how you are capable of getting into an energy to where you're hopeful, you're faithful that things are going to come together. It's like you may try to convince this person that it will all work out, but they're in this Five of Cups, you know what I mean? Like they're just looking at the more darker sides to things, and you're trying to get them out of that, but that's just who they are, how they are. For others of you, you may feel like that you are wasting your time with this person. For some of you, you may feel like that maybe you had a really good time here with this person, but you couldn't get on the same page. Okay. Yeah, but part of that is just you not wanting to waste your time on negative thinking, right? That's part of the lesson for you in some way. So, tell me more about this person's energy here for pile 3. What is their person's energy here for this connection for pile 3? Okay, so we have planetary vibes, planetary influences, celestial realms, and connection with the cosmos. And then you also have exploring the waters. There's something better, keeping your options open, figuring out what you really want. See, I feel as if this person is in a place to where they're still trying to figure out, like they're really wanting some kind of structure or plan here, but I think they're also trying to figure out how emotionally they feel about where this connection is. They're definitely more anxious about this connection here and where it's headed or where it is than you are. For some of you, that really has to do with your honor. Like they want to still honor you here. I think that this person they're not shutting things down if they're at a distance. They're just trying to keep themselves open to the possibilities, but they're struggling with that. For others of you, this is someone that if you have a past with this person, they could have ended things here because they felt as if it brought up some things that were too overwhelming for them to have to deal with. There's someone better. They may feel like that there could be someone better here, especially if you're not offering this person any kind of commitment here. It's like they can't give to the situation because it's too overwhelming, and there may be someone that's better for them. They could just be recognizing that maybe this was a cycle of some sort. There's two very different scenarios that I'm feeling. And some of you are with this person, you're together. There's just some kind of blockage there. And then some of you this is a past person that you tried to reconcile with in some way. Okay. There's this idea too that the blockage, maybe the two of you just want very different things, or that you're just worlds apart, maybe even water here. Maybe a big bottle separated from with a big bottle. Maybe you're separated by a big body of water. Good grief. Tell me about the relationship itself. Tell me about the relationship itself. Calm storm. Not frazzled by it. Self-control and not reacting to negativity. So here you are with this. Trying to remain in the more of the positive side of things and have self-control, self-awareness here. Not reacting so much to things not working out or going the way that you planned. If this person is someone that that you feel like if there's been any kind of negativity here, you know, you have that the Emperor in reverse with the Devil in reverse. So if this person became too controlling or something to that nature and you felt like you had to separate yourself from them, create some kind of distance here, and like they're still not seeing your point of view of that in some kind of way for some of you, this is just trying to not get in your head about that, just trying to not react. What else can you tell me about the relationship itself? Queen Bee. That is so that Queen of Wands energy, by the way, but a natural leader standing out from the rest and ruler of their heart. So the thing is that I feel like that this person, you are, I feel like, heavy in their heart space, and you're different, or you stand out from everyone else, you know. And I think there's just, for some of you, that's why they're having such a hard time. Especially if you're just wanting them to be friends. They can't do that. Yeah. I feel like you're trying to be the leader here, trying to remain calm here in this situation. If you're with this person, you're just trying to, yeah, be the calm in the storm, right? Okay. Let's see what advice they have, then we'll go into the possible outcome. What advice do you have here for Pile 3 about this relationship? The Five of Swords in the reverse, making amends. The advice here is to avoid the conflict or make amends here, depending on your situation. Tell me more about that. Five of Swords in the reverse for advice. The Six of Cups in reverse. Don't hold on to the emotional baggage moving forward. Don't hold on to anything. If you have a past with this person, don't allow the past energy of the situation to hinder things here, to create conflict. In other words, if you've made amends with this person, then you need to let that go, you know. Not hold on to something here of the past, because this can be past resentments or past emotional baggage that's here. I just heard let things go. Needing to let things go. If you're currently with someone and there's a child here or involved within this connection in some way, and this person could be creating some sort of trying to avoid some sort of breakdown. Let's just say that you were moving, okay? I'm going to put it in this scenario, take it how it resonates. If you met someone and you had children, they had children, and you wanted to move, somebody's going to have an upheaval, right? A world, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And this could be like, I don't want to disrupt the children's life or environment at this time, you know? And there may have been some sort of conflict or misunderstanding or something around that, perhaps. Or what's fair, you know? Judgment, yeah. What's fair to them when it comes to a new beginning. This is someone that you have a past with. It's just being honest to each other about the things that you're holding on to emotionally. And if you've made amends, it's saying that advice here is to do that. If you haven't, if not, if you have, then to let it go. You know, now you need to move on. The whole point into making amends is to finding peace and comfort with how things have transpired. But if you keep reliving it over and over mentally in your head, you're kind of basically, if you were able to make amends with this person or come back together and make amends in some way, it kind of just hinders it altogether. You know what I mean? It would have just been a waste of time if you're going to hold on to the past. So be honest with yourself about that. That's advice. Okay, let's see. Give me some more for advice. Epiphany. Discovery or realization, sudden insight to reality. Dig deep within for answers. And twin flame. So this may be someone that you feel as if is your counterpart. You feel like they fit with you really well. Like if you feel like this person is meant to be with you, then it will work itself out. You know, it's that kind of energy that's there. This is someone that has caused a significant change in your life, you know, and this is also realize that, or some of you, this is about having an epiphany that this relationship, the next level of this relationship is going to cause a significant change in each other's life. But for some of you, if this is past energy, it's like having a realization that this person has changed your life in the best way, being able to recognize or see yourself in a way that you didn't see before to better yourself moving forward, and use that in order to move on, to make amends and close this out if you need to, you know. Safe place is at the bottom of the deck, but I want to get into the likely outcome here with this. This person may have been your comfort zone for a while, you know. For some of you, this person may just feel like home, or you have a sense of security with this person. This might have been a factor here in this relationship. And it's funny, I just talked about that with the moving and the child, and she's like representing a child here holding a teddy bear in a safe place. So it's like someone may have to step outside their comfort zone, and I feel like for some of you, children may be really relevant when it comes to that. Needing to make the best logical decision for the kids, you know, is something that's there. If they're having to step outside of their home or comfort zone in some way. Okay. Whoa. It's the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So as far as the likely outcome here, that's where we're starting here. So coming out of the cold with this person, or getting to a better place with this person, is definitely something that's here if you're not there. What is the likely outcome here? I couldn't say those words. The Hanged Man in reverse, Pisces energy, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so understanding each other, coming out of the cold here in this situation, making amends, or just, it's going to be a slow progression. It doesn't mean that the two of you have to be on the same page at this time. It doesn't mean that this person has to see your point of view or perspective. I wouldn't try to force that if they're not there, you know. But looking at this person's point of view is, I think that this is, when you get out of the cold here with this person, or when you get past an energy where you feel lonely or isolated, maybe even wronged, or like, oh, things didn't work out, you know, it's not bad. For some of you, I feel like you're just kind of, you know, upset that you feel kind of left out of something here. But once you make amends with that, once you feel better about things, I feel like that it may be difficult to see their perspective, you know. It's going to test you a little bit, but I think it's something that, it may be a little bit of a struggle, but I think that it's something that you can accomplish. Anything else you want to tell me about the likely outcome here? If there's a child here, getting them to see a different side of things may be somewhat difficult. Yeah, the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah. You may start to get a little bit overwhelmed. You may start to feel a little bit like you're starting to miss this person a lot for some of you. You know, you may start to wonder. Okay, two things. If you're with this person, there's distance or something here. There's a lack of progress. There could be a delay between the two of you in some way, shape, or form. And this could be even if you're not with this person. I think there's a lack of communication and a delay that's here. But I think that you're going to get out of the cold here with this person. I think maybe they just needed some time to kind of sit on some things or think about some things that were a struggle or difficult. Like, I think this person came into some insight or awareness that was hard for them to fully grasp, was difficult for them to look at. And that could be why they have delayed communication here. If this hasn't happened yet, it's what's happening, or it's going to be in the process of happening. Now, this is also telling me, as far as a likely outcome goes, I think that you will get to a better place with this person, but I think that it's going to take it's going to take a little bit of struggle in order to do that, right? You may feel at times like things aren't going the way that you want, but it's a necessary pause, okay? You have an 8 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's a part of you that needs to detach from this. For some of you, it's like that you may have too much of a mindset of how things should be or how things should go. And anytime there's a delay in that, it's like a setback is in that. And they're saying here you may need to detach from getting the recognition that you desire, either from this person or from, like, you're ready for things just to have that celebration moment. You know what I mean? Everything to come together. Like, you need to detach from that, because if not, you may keep getting disappointed, because there's going to be delays. It's going to be a struggle, especially if this is someone that is from your past. Tell me more about this likely outcome. Unfoldment. Yeah, that's basically what I'm feeling, trying to say. Having a hard time trying to say it, but things will unfold naturally, you know, allow things to unfold naturally. Don't have this expectation here. You need to detach from having this vision in your head. It's good to have faith in a situation, but it's also important to be realistic, because if you do that, and again, if there's any delays there, it can put you in a sad energy or a 5 of Pentacles where you feel left out, you know, in some way. Just allow things to unfold naturally. Connect to your higher self here. There's this pause is necessary, or a break is necessary if there ever is one. Yeah, and look, a long list, high maintenance, unrealistic, high standards. That's that to me, and I'm getting from that. And never satisfied or hard to please. So, yeah, allow things to unfold naturally here. The delays are necessary if you're with this person. Even if you're not with this person, and this is someone from your past you're trying to make amends with, and they're not seeing your, you know, they're not seeing where their flaws lie in some kind of way, then don't have high expectations around this person. Be realistic around who they are and how you know them as an individual. You know what I mean? Just allow things to unfold at a natural pace. You have daydreaming at the bottom of the deck, fantasizing, escaping, and wishful thinking. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to get to. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking is what that could be. So don't get too emotionally attached to the outcome here of that. Okay, bottom line. What now? Oh, let's see what this person would say to you. Now, 2 different scenarios here, so we'll just take these how they resonate. Shuffle this a couple of times. One more. Okay. Now, I think there's some obstacles that you're still overcoming here in this. What would this person say to you? Self-worth, that's come out in every pile. What would this person say to you? I hide behind material things. What would this person say to you? This may have to do with what they have to offer you. Again, like this person wants to honor you, like if you're with this person, and they're concerned about what they have to offer you, especially as material-wise. This could also be somebody that, if this is somebody from your past, it's like you may have shown them some things about themselves that they were unaware of, that you've said that may have sparked some awareness within them. Even if they were upset about it, hearing it, or said it was untrue or whatever, it could still, it's just a seed that you planted, you know, and this person's kind of looking at that now within themselves. Will you ever make things right? So for some of you, this person, I feel like, could be kind of in a way looking at you like you're the one in the position to take the direction or make things, like they're looking at you for that guidance or that advice or that, yeah, that direction in things. I feel like for some of you, if you're with this person, this is obviously, I mean, I think this is them wanting to do right by you. We'll be together again. Chemistry, number 28. Vulnerability isn't easy for me. I'm trying. So this person may just have a hard time being vulnerable. You could have, I have to say, I felt this up here, but you could have said some things. I mean, I kind of said this earlier, but you could have said some things to this person that were just upsetting to this person, or they didn't know how to react or take them. I'm telling you, it had to do with some kind of self-awareness. That it may have actually started some sort of disagreement even. Regret. This may be something that you regret or they regret. They may have said something here that they regret. This is judgment in number 20, so it's actually here twice. Yeah, they may have, their pride might have gotten in the way here in some way, shape, or form in this relationship. In communication. Yeah, this person may regret something that they've said to you, something they've communicated here to you. And that's it. That's it. Okay, so let's get some overall card for advice. Don't fantasize. Don't create some kind of fantasy around this relationship. They're wanting you to make sure that you don't do that. That's the advice in the cards. Because it will, in turn, like I said, and I know I'm repeating myself here, but I'm doing it again because I just want to make sure that y'all understand the advice here. It can create disappointment. So this is something that you need to allow to unfold naturally and to focus on yourself and breaking yourself free from having some high standards or not standards, but expectations of things here. Okay. Voyage. There it is again. Voyage. So for some of you, there's distance here. For some of you, this has to do with closing the gap. I want to say that. Closing the gap between the two of you. And for others of you, this has to do with the voyage, just in the journey of the relationship and understanding where the two of you lie with one another at this time, you know? Okay. After an intense rite of passage around the age 28 to 30 years, our first Saturn return, we begin to graduate from the past life karma, and gain more clarity on the soul purpose. This is a resonance between, sorry, I'm pausing because I'm getting messages while I'm doing this and it's making it hard. There's a resonance between the human condition and the movements of the celestial plane, as above, so below. Astrology is the dissolution of the ancient wisdom. There's something here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to pause for a minute. There's something here about the way that everything here is playing out is something that is just beyond your control. There's a higher perspective here of why things are at this time the way that they are. There's purpose behind the delay. I think for some of you it has to do with this person awakening to certain things, but I feel like this is also about you breaking through your own barriers when it comes to being more in a flow, you know? Okay. The astrology birth chart captures the sky dance at our moment of birth. The planetary placements influence facets of our personality as well as of our life path. By studying our chart, we may gain an understanding of the soul purpose written in the stars. For some of you, there's something to do with your chart as well that maybe you need to take a look at. That's this person's in there as being a significant influence of that in some sort of way. Like there's something here in your chart that either you may be aware of this as well. For some of you, this could have to do with a significant change at this moment in time. And like you feel like that's something that's coming. So you may get a little bit excited about it. You may get into like this energy where you feel like, okay, this change is here. It's supposed to happen, but then it doesn't, and then you get disappointed. So for some of you, this may just have to do with, you know, the way that you're seeing your chart here. And not so much a delay from this person. Side message. Okay, I'm not going to read all this, but we'll read some of this with the illumination. This card wishes to honor your soul's voyage across the tapestries of incarnations. You have worn many faces and lived many stories. Every experience along the way, even the suffering, enriches your soul light with more colors and vibrancy. You are guided to reflect upon the life journeys of your loving heart. Inhale compassion, exhale judgment. So I have judgment here twice. Our mistakes only make it wiser. Not a single breath is ever wasted. The pains and tragedies deepen our empathy for our all life. The joys and miracles elevate us to become closer to the divine. If you have been feeling a magnetic pull towards something or someone that defies logical explanation, this oracle brings reassurance. The strange yet familiar attractions are aligning you and your soul's purpose. Notice the synchronicities and triggers that may arise along the way. You are passing through your own gates of wisdom. Okay, let's get let's get one of these. I've gotten one of these for everybody else, so I definitely want to get one for you guys. It's the Moonology. These are some long readings today. Was not expecting it, but here we are. Okay. Advice for pile 3 moving forward. 2 cards. First one is a new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. And then you also have full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. You'll know when to take action here. You're going to know when the timing is right. You'll know when the time is right. When it's time for that new beginning, it's saying that you'll know when that time is here. This Virgo energy, Something could happen around Virgo season, perhaps. That's August to September, the 20 something to the 20 something. August to September 23rd, 22nd. And perhaps for some of you, or this was something that was planned and did maybe happen. Virgo energy, let's talk about that. Could be relevant here, but it's also the 6th house, so responsibilities. I feel like I'm trying to figure out what they're saying here with all this Virgo energy here. Maybe it's just relevant. You have Virgo, and Voyage. This person may be very structured or have to be very in the taking responsibility for the control of how things are moving forward. Or this could be something that they're trying to do that's difficult for this person because they have regrets or disappointments here of possibly how they've done things. Back to the advice. Trust all will be well and take inspired action here. You're going to know when it's time to go on that voyage. You're going to know when it's time for you to make that decision and move in that direction, to have that new beginning. When to move away from this or when to move towards this person or come together with this person. It's like it will all unfold and the perfect timing, but you have to trust in it. Okay, I had to pull myself back because I was going somewhere else with all that. Back into this person's energy, so you may be dealing with a Virgo here. Communicating that you trust this person or the situation if you're with them, or that they will protect you, or that there's reassurance this person needs, I feel like, for some of you for some reason, if you're with this person. You have a thimble here, so protecting the situation is really important, especially if there's children here as well. You have ER here, so maybe there's some kind of emergency that happened or that caused a break in plans. Not everybody's message, but it's there. Or it could mean something to you. We have a V and a Z, an I, a T, and an N. It's not the end. Yeah, there's this thing about not overreacting here. And it could be just this person, that maybe they overreact and things. We have a 10 here. Okay. I'm going to hold this up for you guys to see. They could be just worried about losing you, There is this important energy here of this person wanting to honor you. Being still protective over you, even if this is someone of the past. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you here. So thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and all your support and all your kindness. I hope this helps. Good luck to you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.